Welcome to the next game of the Patriots Dynasty. Today we take on the Hawkeyes of Iowa. Let's see how this goes. Thanks for watching and go Pats.
And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Back to throw, it's Gill. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break on the ball, had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you gotta secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Makes the grab, it's Hilton. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Got it set up on the outside. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
And a great job on the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Caught near the sticks. It's Gilmore. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. New set of downs after the completion. They'll try the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Might as well stick with him. And the defense drags him down.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The Hawkeyes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
And the Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Gets open down the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense set for a 1st down play. The give to the back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense. He's
got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. To the air. It's Gill. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
The Hawkeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. The running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Give to the running back. He's got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Gill. Buys a little time. It's complete to the right. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's the handoff. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Handoff to the single running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Makes the catch. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Smith takes the handoff. Creates a little space. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Trying to set up the screen. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Gill. Caught close to the marker. It's Hilton. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Power football with the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Buys a little time with his feet. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Fires to the tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Defense going all in to stop the run. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Eastern Michigan is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to Kent State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He breaks a tackle. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Oh, it's a reverse. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the shotgun, the inside give. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Ready to fire from the pistol. Now they'll try the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking downfield, it's Gill. Grabbed near the marker, it's Hilton. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hilton. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They'll try the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Fights off the defender. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one. And
breaks into the open. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Got a little space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Going to the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets home and gets the quarterback on the ground. We heard all week how important this would be, protecting the quarterback. Last week, this defense had 4 sacks. They've done a nice job. Forget this one and move on.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Gill. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Now on first down from the 28. Running back searching for a hole. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. At the 40, there he goes. Flying down the inside the 20 at the 19. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. He leaves it with the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Right back to it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? And he'll take it in for a touchdown. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside, and the ball is loose on the return.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on 1st down and couldn't pull it off. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to turn the corner on the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
To the air, it's Gill. Catch in the middle, it's Hilton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. Converts on 4th down, still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's in for the touchdown.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. On the move, it's Ray. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll give it to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give to the back. There he goes. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super quick.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And the returner will be brought down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be... Oh, he's got some space. Made a defender miss. He now has 91 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. This time it's complete. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Back to pass. Got his man. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Ray. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out, because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Dropping back, it's Gill. Got it in the middle, it's Gilmore. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Got him downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Running to the left. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, It's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Out of the shotgun on third down. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run the quarterback sneak. And he tries to wedge his way into the end zone, but the defense stands tall. No, they didn't. They got it. Sneaks into the end zone. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
He makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Hawkeyes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going back to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff to the lone back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Got his man in the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab. Quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go back to the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end.
You gotta like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And the Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Into the end zone. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And now this offense will take the field again. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Now on second down. The give as they work on that clock. Turning it on! What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. That brings us to third and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Out of the gun to give to the back. Tick, 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 tick. Clock winding down, and they're in for the touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield on first down. He wants a big play here late. Played till the final whistle.
That'll do it. The Patriots dominate at home, 51-21.
Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
And
yeah, total domination in all three phases of the
man,
game. Offense, defense,
everyone
and
got a little
special
bit of
teams.
that
This
today.
team
Gil,
came ready
24-33,
to play,
286,
and
2
man,
touchdowns
it was
and a
pedal to
pick.
the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget
Cameron
the close
Timms,
games,
28
forget
for
the
115 and a
heartbreakers.
touchdown.
This play could decide it. Just
Fehoko,
frying pan
23 for
face
88
ball
and a
game
touchdown.
That's gonna do it
Farrier
from here. For
had a
David
touchdown
Pollack
on
and
8
Jesse
rushes
Palmer,
for
I'm Reese
55
Davis,
yards,
you've
and
been
Gil
watching
had a
another
touchdown as
presentation
well.
of EA Sports College Football.
McCall Hilton, 7 receptions, 77 yards on the score. And Dorian Thomas with a 23-yard touchdown as well. Defensively, we did not have a pick. Who got the fumble recovery? It was Evan McCormick Jr. who had the fumble recovery. Jabera knocked the ball out on the kickoff. Shaq Strong knocked the ball out on the first fumble. 4 on extra points from Randy Kelly, 3 for 3 for field goals, and a long of 51. We did not punt at all today. In kick returns, we did not have a kick or punt return. Touchdown. So, the Patriots win 51-21 today against the Hawkeyes of Iowa. We'll see you in the next game. Thanks for watching, and go Pats!